Recording in progress.
Welcome to the Bravo Rundown, where we deliver your Bravo news. None of the homework. I'm reading our little thing. And scour social media, listen to the podcast, and recap the chaos. And there's a lot of chaos that happened this week, serving you only the headlines worth knowing. So thank you so much for being here. My fabulous co-host, as always, Sonia Weber.
Hello.
She is just booking around and Bravo, Bravo, Books and Bravo. But of course, you can always find us at the Bravo Rundown. And I am Real Melz of Bravo. Also, my real name is Genevieve. We have a lot to talk about because some weird stuff happened this week. And we're talking about this weirdo specifically. Wes Wilson goes on, not a podcast, not an interview, but a Instagram TikTok clip, a whiteboard extravaganza, if you will, with that guy, Soho Brody, and Nelson, I guess is the other's name.
Is that the other guy?
Yeah, which, by the way, the guy, spoiler alert, at the very end, Soho Brody says, well, you're my best friend, to West. So that means they're just friends. Yeah, like he was like, you're my best friend, or you're one of my best friends. And I was like, oh, so this really is just like a way to make Wes look good, kind of take accountability. What were your thoughts about this whiteboard video?
Well, it was everything he didn't answer at the reunion.
Yes.
He was asked. It was clear that Soho Brody and Nelson are all over social media. They're well aware of our conspiracy theories. They're well aware of what we're thinking, what we want answered, because those were the exact things that were on that whiteboard.
Yes, everything. And they were like, well, you did that, didn't you? And they kind of like held him. And he was like, yeah. But also, it was just, why are you doing this now?
I know it was, just take the L and move on. Yeah. Everything that they said, as they think that you did, just say you did it, move on, and let's be done with this. Right?
Yeah, and you had said something that the timing on this was weird.
I know it was. So last week was the Summer House Aftermath episode. In the City was the night before. I think it came out on a Wednesday. Tuesday night was in the City, where Amanda looked horrible.
Yes.
I mean, she looked bad. Summer House is about to start filming. So it's kind of in this in between, like, why not wait a couple months when Summer House stuff has died down? No one's really thinking of it. If they see your video, they're not going to really read into it because they're not as angry with you as anymore. But to smack dab have it come out when everyone is still angry at you, you're not really going to be able to change their opinion.
No, and I did see a lot of the comments because I made like an angry video about it. I was like, I'm angry about this. This felt like a setup because they're his friends. And people were like, yeah, I'm not falling for this.
Exactly, because everyone is still angry with him. I think if he had waited a couple months, even 6 months, when the attention, the spotlight is not on him, I think he could have convinced more people.
I think you're right. And even maybe 3 months or something, you know, because out of sight, out of mind, although you're still all over Dumois. And, you know, Amanda took a couple of hits in the video.
Well, just the fact that he spoke about Miha being, how he was in a relationship with Miha, how he feels bad for Miha. Did Amanda even come up or come out of his mouth?
He
the
said,
word Amanda.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh, they asked him, did Amanda say you could do this? And he said yes. So he has to okay things through Amanda now?
She definitely, I mean, based on the cookie comment at the end of the reunion, it's clear that she's the one telling him what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And
right?
In the video, he says, the statement was the worst thing I've ever done. And he says that, no, they didn't write it. And I'm thinking, yeah, but who thought it was a good idea? And it's probably the person who already released a statement 2 months before.
Yeah. So you think it was purely Amanda, or do you think it was her PR? Her publicist or whatever?
I think it was her PR, but I think it was like she is in control. She was in control of that whole thing.
Oh, yeah. For
right,
sure.
that statement part.
Just the fact that she posted it and he reposted it.
Yes.
I mean, just that on its own, it's clear that it's coming from her. And what was the point of posting it? Clearly, it wasn't to apologize to Sierra and Kyle, because as they've said over and over again, or Amanda has said over and over again, nobody was with anyone when we got together. So we don't owe them anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of the mindset that it looked like.
Exactly.
So they just wanted, because everyone was speculating. We just wanted to let them know, yeah, you're right. Your speculations are correct.
Exactly. And yeah, it was just, the whole thing was so weird. And they called that out. They called the statement out on the Whiteboard video. But again, those are his friends. So they masterminded that video to make him look maybe a little bit better in some people's eyes.
Because I guess if you think about it, have you watched his podcast with Sophie Cunningham from the WNBA?
No, only the clips, and that one time because the 10 minutes of it, because my head was in it.
It was. Your TikTok clip was in it. From watching that and with her, she's not in the Bravo world.
Oh.
I mean, granted, she's a WNBA player. She's got things to do.
There was one. Wow.
Yeah, so that's why the podcast is about the WNBA. And they are childhood friends. I think even one, she's like, I've got practice in an hour. Like, let's get this done kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. She's not in the Bravo world. So when she talks about the whole scandal, she's talking about it as a friend who's trying to help a friend look good on the podcast, clearly having no idea the depths of the scandal from the Bravoverse.
Yes.
She couldn't be the one to be next to him and talk about all of this. There was just no way. She's not invested in it. She's just like, why are they treating you that way? She didn't see it.
It's literally giving Howie Mandel's podcast.
Yes.
Sandoval went on during Sandoval, remember?
Yes.
And he didn't understand. You don't get it because you don't watch Bravo, so you can't be the one.
100%. That is exactly what it is. So he couldn't go back he couldn't go on his podcast and talk about it because he needed someone who actually knew all about it. So he goes on this guy. Now, Soho Brady does a lot of these whiteboard.
Yes, yeah.
What are they called? Confessionals?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Whiteboard, something.
I don't know, yeah.
But when we talked about this, why was Queens of Bravo tagged?
Yeah, as one of the collaborators.
And on video 2, West is only collaborator on video 1.
Okay.
On video 2, Queens of Bravo is that third collaborator. As of Wednesday night, I haven't checked again. The day before it came out, Queens of Bravo was had a picture of a new Whiteboard coming out. Because I recall on my TikTok feed, all while Summer House was playing, I would get random West in these whiteboard things.
Okay.
I didn't know what they were. They would occasionally come up. I was like, I don't know what this is. And I'd scroll past. Mm-hmm. So I guess this guy is pretty big. And watch, I'm going to go look on TikTok and he'll have 1 million followers.
Oh, he does. Because I've seen his TikToks too. I've seen some of the whiteboards. I've seen some of the Bravo ones. The Bravo ones were good. And that's how I got in. I was like, oh, this is cute or this is cool. I watched one with him and his mom too. And normally it's him and the guy Nelson. And then all of a sudden, West was seen in some of them.
He was? Okay, I thought so.
I was like, why is West here? Because you guys were doing a great thing on your own. Why is West here? But maybe it was a Summer House thing when Carl and Lindsay broke up, maybe.
Yeah.
And he was adding in some stuff. But yeah, you guys already have a winning idea. Don't tarnish it with West Wilson.
Oh, but look at the views.
Oh, I know.
That's all that matters to them at the end of the day. Who cares? The more views, the more they're getting paid. That's how they see it.
Yeah.
It was a big opportunity. It's like Call Her Daddy would have taken that podcast interview with West. I will give West credit. I don't need to see you on Vile Files. I don't need to see you on Call Her Daddy where she doesn't even watch Bravo. I'll give him that credit. Thank you for doing it in a quick. It was 8 minutes, maybe 16-minute Instagram reel. And I didn't have to listen to Nick Viall and his wife for 90 minutes. So I'm okay with that.
Do you get paid to be on those podcasts like Call Her Daddy or Viall?
I don't think so. So for a while, when Heather McDonald and Jeff Lewis had their big fallout, it was discussed. Jeff Lewis pays out of his own pocket. Sirius does not pay this. $500 to every guest for every hour they are on. So he does 2 hours a day, 2 guests first hour, 2 guests second hour. It's $2,000 out of his pocket every day of the week.
Wow.
Heather McDonald doesn't pay a dime. So a lot of her crew that were regulars on her podcast ended up going over to Jeff and did his weekly radio show because, hey, you get $500 a pop and you go on once a week. Not a bad deal. So no, these podcasts, you don't get paid. It's just publicity.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering I was like, okay, how does Wes get paid from this? You know what I mean? But
well, maybe Soho Brody and Nelson made a deal. If they are, TikTok creators or whatever brands they get, hey, we'll give you a cut. Mm-hmm. If you do this video with us and you give everything. That I could see.
Me too.
Behind the door, behind the doors. We can't see it, but whatever. I don't know. Is like Nelson have a Coke in his hand or something? You know what I mean? Was
Yeah,
there product
yeah,
placement anywhere in that?
I was looking. I didn't see anything. Was West wearing his Elwood hat?
He was wearing some trucker, and they did acknowledge some hat,
Yes.
some camo hat, and I'm like, he's wearing a camo hat now. I don't do the trucker camo hats.
Me neither.
I don't do hats.
Gosh, we
don't
both
really
don't
do
do those
hats.
trucker camera. I know, me neither. Not
Yeah,
much.
no.
I mean, I have an aloe hat that I'll wear.
Oh,
like,
that's
to walk
acceptable.
the dog.
As long as it doesn't look like something Sandoval would wear.
I know. Let's talk about
He
Sandoval.
has a black Sandoval.
No,
aloe hat.
I made a video during Scandival because he kept wearing that black or white aloe hat all the time, and I have all of this aloe clothes, so I made this TikTok where I was like pretending to burn all my aloe clothes because of Tom Sandoval. And
That's good.
he's back in the news.
I just watched that video after you sent it to me. Oh my goodness. So do him and his girlfriend Victoria, before we even get into the video,
Yeah.
do they have a tumultuous relationship?
I think so, yes. Yes, because there's been a couple of things I remember. Remember when Billy Lee came out and was like, we need to protect Tom, Victoria's like bad, or something to that extent. And then that's when Kyle Chan, that's the jewelry designer, right?
Yeah.
And Victoria made some video about how Billy Lee was like not good or something, and how they're not friends with her, and how there's some stuff that went down. Then they almost broke up. Like, there's been some like weird stuff where she unfollows him on Instagram and then refollow. And it sounds like maybe there's some drug use, that they like to party a lot. And
I
then
can see that.
at BravoCon, remember, it was Lindsay, Sandoval, and his girlfriend, and it seemed like she was like trying to help them or something. They were getting into a fight. So yes, they do.
So I couldn't hear the audio in this I mean, a little bit, but we don't know what started it. You just see Tom, like, his usual arms flailing, yelling at the dad, and the girlfriend, Victoria, is just sitting to the side with a blanket over her. And then he asks Victoria, "Are you recording me?" And then he goes to grab the phone, right? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. It was like a line. First I watched without audio, and I thought he was hugging her. And then he said, "Are you recording me?" So I assumed he was grabbing the phone. And that's when her father pulled him off of him. Tom gets mad, pushes him. He falls, kind of rolls into the fire pit.
Yes.
That fire pit was on.
Yes.
Well, he does a roll over it, lands on the floor, gets up, and runs after Sandoval. So it's a glass door. Sandoval closes the glass door. He immediately opens the glass door, runs in, and then that's all we see. And in the end, Sandoval takes the restraining order on Victoria. So who knows what happened inside?
No, also, and then they have pictures of like a big hole in a door. So somebody punched it or kicked it or threw something at it. And and then there's pictures. So yesterday it came out that she got arrested, or somebody got arrested.
Yeah, she got arrested.
He put a restraining order against her, a temporary one, a TRO. And then we see the pictures that Tom has like a bruise and like a, and so like, I'm not talking anything bad about him, but then today we see the video and it looks like there was a lot happening. So it's not just that she or somebody was attacking him. It looks like there was a big something happening. And I noticed too, when he went over to her, I watched without sound too, and it looked like to me that he was like going over there to like something, like to grab her.
Yeah, so he's trying to grab the phone out of her hands. Yeah,
and so that's why I understand the dad being like, "Get off of her!" Like, that's his daughter.
He's his child. You do wonder, like, the way things were released. So yesterday in TMZ, it releases the restraining order. Did Sandoval release on his own the pictures, or was that in TMZ? The pictures of whatever.
I'm wondering. I think it was also on TMZ, but he may have released that. And it said that the arrest happened on June 3rd.
Oh.
So,
okay. So
but
it's
we
almost
just
a month
found
ago.
out about it today.
So that comes out yesterday. And then, so everyone's thinking, what's up with Victoria? She's arrested, restraining order. Then today that video comes out and it's like, you threw her father in a fire pit.
Yeah,
but then she is recording the entire. That does not okay in any way.
Right.
But just saying, like, this is not good.
Right. And like, was she recording because maybe like they have weird stuff that happens with them, so she was trying to get proof? You know, like
Yes, that's what.
we don't know what's going on in that relationship. We've only heard a little bit of some stuff, but it's never been good.
And this is why you don't need to be on the valley.
Yes. And also, this is why it's so good that Ariana got away from him when she did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, their two lives have taken two completely different trajectories, right?
It's crazy. Well, that'd be Kyle and Amanda, two different trajectories.
I mean, it should be. And you know what? That's a great segue because we have to talk about Amanda on In the
We
City.
do. I thought it was going to be, okay, Summer House is over. It's going to be a light week. I start watching In the City and I'm like, I kind of have a little fatigue. It was a lot of round robin. It was a lot of Danielle and her mom, cute, Kenny and his dad, which sidebar, Kenny and his dad, did you see the comment that supposedly is Kenny's half brother?
No.
He said that Kenny reached out to me trying to find our father, which so the half brothers don't know where their father is either. And that he was supposed to let me know if he found the father. He just goes and meets the father, doesn't tell me anything. It was all just done for the show.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
I'm like, well, that totally puts, I mean, that was such a sweet moment. I was like,
really
well, that
was.
really puts a dark cloud over that.
I know, because I was like, I was like, this is a lovely story, right? Yeah,
I know.
It was like really, endearing to make you kind of maybe like Kenny more on this show, right? I was like, oh, this is, wow. And he wants to share this on this, like, and then like them being together was really nice. But yeah, Amanda almost made the episode unwatchable.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening to her? So we see Frank Petula, her dad. I was like, all right, we get to see Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, she has daddy wrapped around her little finger pretty much.
Yeah.
He throws a little jab here and there, but no.
And you could tell by she had said in the confessional, or she said something that she doesn't really tell her parents the truth. So she's only told them maybe like, oh, we're thinking about, like she doesn't tell them much, I think. And what she does tell them is very like curated, which is fine. But
for sure.
I don't think she's like as close to her parents as like a Paige DeSorbo at all.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Paige is telling her mom everything. I think Amanda is figuring out what things do I need to tell them so that they do approve me leaving Kyle.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Because Frank says, well, you said that it was a mutual thing between you and Kyle wanting to like move out or whatever. And she's like, well, it was kind of mine, meaning she already lied to them and said it was mutual, which it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, you wonder, even Kyle's mom was so shocked. They must not watch their children on television.
They must not watch the show.
Well, she wants to watch their child partying and skinny dipping and getting drunk. I guess I kind of understand that, because I remember the shock on Kyle's mom, her crying and everything. I was like, we should all be clapping.
I know. You're like, have you seen clips? You haven't seen any clips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But worse than the conversation with Frank, that was fine. It was the conversation with Kyle at the end.
Yes.
I think that even if the scandal hadn't happened, that would have been the scene where we would have been like, oh, we have this all wrong. She does not deserve the Ariana glow up. When Kyle says, I was on a call for a $5 million investment or whatever, and you come in, she's like, the clap. She did that. Okay, well, I'm worried about them. Did you just do that in someone's... That was gross.
That was.
That condescending. Like, I've been stressed out about my marriage. Okay, if you're that stressed about your marriage and he wants to go out with him for a little bit. Because maybe if you go for a little bit, he'll come home then early because you want to be home, which is what you do in a marriage. You do a little something for them. They do something for you. Instead of, I'm not going.
Isn't that called compromise? Which
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the word. I couldn't think of the word
are
at the
built
any
on
relationship.
Yes, any relationship.
No, I think Kyle does need to compromise too and be home with her a little more, and she goes out a little bit so everyone gets a little bit of something. Because if you don't, then you aren't meant to be together.
Exactly. And I do feel like she had that card ready and waiting for him to be like, well, I'm dealing with this. She's like, well, I'm dealing with a bad marriage. And I'm like, wait.
I'm like, enough.
No.
That didn't. I'm like, no, it's not
Same.
working anymore. No, absolutely not. He's trying to get the business up and running. and you're worried about the marriage. Okay, sorry, but like I go back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like basic needs need to be met, which is a roof over your head. And
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to be this huge Kyle apologist, but she just looked so horrible. The clap was so bad.
And she was like, what did she say? She was like, well, good for you, or congrats to you.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's like, hello. Like, yes, exactly. You had said entitled, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's too much. And the fact that like this business call that he had might be enough to get him out of the debt that he is in. And you made him get off the phone, and you don't care at all. You're not like, oh my God, like that's so great for you or us or whatever. Yeah, it was like a gross display of a human.
She must not see the business, the stress of the business and the importance of it, because her trust must be pretty hefty that she has. Because if you are like, I feel like for the average person that doesn't have money sitting around that you can just access when you hit a certain age or something, your husband's business is tanking. You are stressed. That is your stress. You are going out and getting a job, doing what you can to make money because you're about to have to declare bankruptcy, whatever. The fact that she does not have any stress about the business makes no sense at all. Means like you're already ready to leave. You've got that money. Because Frank said, in a past episode or on Summer House, we've got your grandfather's trust. And I saw on Reddit, someone found the obituary of her grandfather, and he was he worked in a pharmaceutical company. He was one of the, what do we say? Not the C-suite, but one of the,
like a CEO, like a co-founder, COO.
Yeah, somewhere high up. Maybe the C-suite. He was high up within a pharmaceutical company. That's money.
That's money. When you told me that, I'm like, oh, that all makes sense now, right? Like, she's not worried about anything. She doesn't care about this Kyle, this stupid lover boy, whatever. I got my own money. Now I'm going to be done with you. Like, ugh.
Do you wonder if she recently got access to that trust? Or is she going to? Because then remember we saw the clip of In the City where Amanda and Kyle are talking and says, I won't come for you if you won't come for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what all does she have to protect? But did someone say somewhere that Amanda had made more than Kyle recently or something? Where did we hear that? Did Carl say that?
Yeah, or Lindsay, like somebody on the cast maybe, that she was making a lot more than him because I think she was making brand deals. Yeah, which now she doesn't have, by the way, because she just blew up her life for West Wilson.
So what is she doing? Like she's traveling everywhere. They're in Lake Geneva in Wisconsin.
Oh.
Dumas posted that today. Like, no, they're not in Switzerland. They're in Wisconsin.
That feels more West coated than Switzerland. You know what I mean?
Well, they were wherever for the wedding that West officiated. That was last week. They were in Italy for a wedding. Are you not stressed about her job?
No, she obviously is not stressed about a job because she's on this like grand tour and she's not doing any of those brand deals anymore.
Not brand deals. If Sierra is coming to Summer House, which that one executive, whatever, we read that Variety article, said he wants to center it around Sierra. There is no way Amanda is filming any Summer House. There is no, unless she's just in the Hamptons on her own and Kyle meets her for lunch. Yeah. Meets her for coffee.
Kyle would too. And then Lindsay could meet her for coffee the next week. Right?
So then it's okay. Are you going to bring her to In the City? Well, do we want to see her though? We don't need Kyle and Amanda. I do not care about their relationship. So sorry. Time to move on.
It's a good show without them. They're actually bringing the show down because I'm enjoying meeting the other people. I like that we know some of the people already. We know Lindsay, we know Danielle, we're like, okay, but we don't need Kyle and Amanda.
I don't think, okay, you said it. I wasn't sure if I should say it out loud. I don't think Kyle needs to come to In the City because he's back to Party Boy, DJ. Oh, you were just referring to their relationship. I just mean...
No, I'm fine with that. No, the truth is, like, if Amanda's not coming back, I mean, Kyle, like...
Keep him on Summer House.
Yeah, like, do we get to see more of Loverboy? I don't know, like, I I'm okay with seeing him more in a business capacity.
Okay.
But lately he has been being more Kyle from Summer House because I'm hearing his drunk voice again, right? So it's like we already know he is going to be on Summer House next season because his friend let us know on Instagram that he will be on Summer House. So we already know we're going to get that Kyle back.
Yeah, which he fits there. He fits there.
Yeah, that's Kyle's show. This is Lindsay's show. Kyle, if he's maybe like, I don't know, going to therapy, doing stuff for Loverboy, but like no more Kyle and Amanda stuff.
I saw clips of Andrea and Lexi on Vile Files. And again, positive about Amanda. At the reunion, it's a different Amanda at the reunion for In the City. She doesn't have that same pressure that she did at Summer House, like really trying to push her on us. And I guess the In the City reunion will be the final decision whether she needs to come back. But again, also if she's single and dating West, if Bravo is done with West, they don't want him back, how would they bring Amanda back?
I know, and I need a break from Amanda. I made a video about that this week too because In the City was like so hard to watch. I was like, when is it makes me want In the City to be done now because I'm like I can't watch any more of her.
Not of their marriage.
No. And so okay, so what is on the In the City reunion? What is she going to do? She's not going to be on Xanax. She's not going to be on like whatever else she was on. Is that why we're going to see a different Amanda?
But and here's the thing is why would they even question about West in the timeline or anything? That doesn't really have anything to do with In the City. Those characters weren't around through it all. No. There's not really even a need to discuss it over there. Let's talk a little more about Kenny. Where are you with your dad? Danielle, I think Danielle on next season of In the City is going to have such a storyline. Her son was born 10 weeks early, is in the NICU. I can't imagine what she's going through. So by the time they start filming, she'll probably have the newborn at home. She's going to have quite the story to share.
She really is. And you know what? I'm really enjoying her story with Owen, kind of meeting him. And, like, I'm glad that Danielle is sticking up for herself against Amanda. And I think most of the fandom is Team Danielle. And I don't know if anyone thought that would be the case, but it is.
Okay, Owen gives me weird vibes.
Oh, he does?
Something's not right. So when Danielle and Amanda got in the fight on that trolley, and Danielle gets off crying, he goes into a pub and gets a Guinness. He takes his time till he finally comes out to console. Like, that's your girlfriend of like 6 months. And I mean, maybe after like 15 years, like, oh, she's crying again. I'm going to go get a beer first and I'll go see what it is. She's fine, right? But at 6 months and your girlfriend's crying and you're not going to go check on her to see if she's okay when she's fighting someone about your relationship and the fact that you're still married. And then even in the boys' night, the way he was talking to Gavin, like, well, you can ask me questions, but I won't answer them. He just seemed annoyed with filming it. Every time he's on camera, he's just annoyed with it all. Do you think he just doesn't want to be on TV?
Maybe it's like weird for him to air all that stuff out because he's still like in the middle of it. But what I was going to say was he's also Irish. So maybe in his mind, Guinness beers #1, consoling the girlfriend #2.
Very true.
Right?
Well, it's clear it is.
It was different cultures, so I'm not sure but yeah, like, I don't know. I just thought, it was weird on the boys' night or this latest episode. They're asking him at the golf thing. They're asking him stuff, and he just was real, like, skirting the issue, and I was like, okay, well, now you're making it look weird because you're just not answering like, well, this is what happened. It's in like this week of the divorce proceedings, or like it's really difficult. But maybe he can't say that because maybe
he might not be able to say it. I would imagine they are probably either fighting they don't have kids, so they are fighting over assets. That's probably what's going on.
And he probably can't be like, listen, she wants this, this, and this, and I don't want her to have it. Or
he wants that, and she won't give it to me.
Exactly.
So it's got to be something. If it's taking them forever, then that means they're fighting over assets.
Yeah, and it's just better for him to not say anything. And he's on a reality show, which you have to say everything.
But you got to distract, change the subject. He just comes out looking like a mean guy.
Yeah, true. Let's discuss Rhode Island because they came out swinging with this part 1 reunion, and I was surprised. It was a good reunion showing for the first time, right?
Yeah, so good. I went in with low expectations. Yeah. Like, okay, not a ton happened, but it was good.
Who did
Rula?
Yeah.
Was who knows who this?
I thought she was great. So I did a poll, like, who won reunion part 1? Who do you think it was?
Who won?
Yeah, like who had the best showing?
It's gonna be Joellen.
Oh, yeah, that's what everyone said.
I don't like Joellen, unpopular opinion. Everybody loves her. I think she is hiding something. If you watch closely that reunion, she does not take accountability for anything. No. She really doesn't. She deflects. Oh, the voice notes about talking, you were homeless in the car. Well, remember, I was at the Morgan Wallen concert and I was drunk. I was hungover the next day. Like, what does that have anything to do with you sending voice notes about talking about the homeless comment in the van on the way to Rosie's husband singing?
Right. Then she just kind of said that the voice notes like never exist, or like there was this, and it's like, well, one person saying that there were voice notes, and then she said you and Kelsey, so I know that Kelsey had said something about it, because that means that those voice messages that Liz and Kelsey knew about them. Joellen, you're part of this, But yeah, I felt the same way about her. I think we might be the only 2 people in the entire world that felt like that, because everyone was like, Joellen won, and I'm like, well, I think Liz clocks Joellen for who she is, but everyone thinks Liz is crazy.
I think that's what it is. Like, we can also think that Liz is crazy as well, and not think that Joellen is this perfect person. Good housewife? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want her as my friend? No, because she's hiding stuff. The fact that she would throw her mother under the bus on national television, yet she's still in your life and you use her to babysit your children. Yeah. It's like you're not estranged from your mother. The fact that she's still in your life and you just say all that and then you expect her to still come babysit your children? That was horrible. Absolutely. I agree. Because you trust her then. Like, don't say that she's a horrible mother, that you clearly trust her enough to come watch your children.
And this is season 1, too. We're not even 5 years down the line finally opening up about your relationship with your mother. This is season 1. Guess what? This is my storyline. She was a bad mom. That's why I'm an asshole.
That is horrible. Yeah. So I did something like snippy saying, like, I'm not a fan of Joellen, and I posted her mother had made or something about, I don't believe everything she says. And Joellen's mother had made a comment saying her side of the story with why she sent Joellen away. And the comments, I had to take it down because I realized people aren't understanding what I'm trying to say here. They thought I was siding with the mom only. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying here. I just think it was wrong of Joellen to put that out there about her mother when her mother is still involved in her and her children's life. Like, her children are going to see that and know that. But you trust your mother enough to have them around your children. That's the thing that I don't understand.
Yeah, there's something off there, because if I felt that my mom was a narcissist, which Joellen said at the reunion, which, by the way, your mom's not really going to like that Liz, you're a narcissist just like my mom. You want your children hanging out with a narcissist?
I know, that's the thing.
You want your children being watched by her? If she's that bad, you don't want your children near her. But she wants the free child care.
And you just threw your mom under the bus for TV and fame.
Yeah.
I think she's TV hungry. She wants the attention
too, because remember, I don't know if I told you that I had seen this clip with Rosie where her and Joellen, we do hear about that in the reunion, that they kind of get along, they kind of don't. But I had seen this clip that Rosie had said where she was like, yeah, Joellen asked me like how to be an influencer. And I was like, okay, just remember that. Then now Joellen has been let go from her job. She doesn't have another job, but guess what she's doing? She's doing social media and influencing. She's trying to do that. I think she loves the attention, which most housewives do. But I can see that she loves this attention. She loves that people are loving her. watch out for your second season. That's my advice to
I
you,
agree.
Joellen.
I agree. Because we're sensing it now. We can see it. She was in like medical sales, right?
Yeah, I
Some
think
sort of
so,
medical
or-
equipment, medical sale. I would imagine that is, of course, they got paid very well. Her house was huge.
Yes.
Right. But I mean, that's probably not a job where you could do housewives, do the press for housewives.
Oh.
And really, if you think about it, as someone who's on reality TV with brand deals, if you don't utilize that, like Jen Prudence was not utilizing that on OC, it's like you're leaving money on the table.
No, you
let these
are.
brands approach you and spend the money. And she's got 3 small kids right now. So it's like, if you could afford a single, like, I think she has to plan, if you could afford a single income household, if you could afford that, then quitting your job to do housewives and brand deals, that's all extra padding because you can't rely on that.
Right.
You have to assume next year you're not signed, all the brand deals go away, you've lost that income, you're down to solo. So can you live a life that way? You can't use this money here from housewives and brand deals as required to manage your lifestyle.
You have to have some, like a fallback or like a plan B, you know what I mean, for when this stuff ends. But do you think that everyone's going to come back next season? Because a lot of people are speculating that Liz won't be back. But why?
I know. I saw that on Reddit that people in Rhode Island are saying that. Some are saying is that maybe the legality things that she has going on, that if she comes back, that stuff is going to come to the surface. But do you think anyone on that cast is going to bring up that topic?
Well, they haven't so far, have they? And I mean, I just saw the picture of Dino that, you know, like his case, or somebody sent it to me, and I'm like, yeah, like, oh, this is not good. Wait, I'll read the headline. It says, housewife figure rejects plea deal in drug case. And he literally looks, this picture, I'm like, that looks like somebody out of like a Martin Scorsese mob film. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, whoa, this is like, life is too realistic, you know, like to art. But yeah, what about Ashley I
think I might be in the minority there. I want her to come back. I think she's a good, quirky side character. Her facial expressions were great. She can add in here and there. I think it's okay that she wasn't in the mix of it all. And there's this darkness and intensity with them that to have her and Alicia can get that dark intensity because she's part of their group.
Yeah.
Ashley is so light, not fully engaged, that her commentary on the side, I think, is great.
I think you're right. And I think they should just run it back again. Just run it back, the same cast one more time. Maybe add in that one friend who's friends with blah, blah, blah.
Monica or Monique?
Yeah, that Monique who is like add in like a one friend like that. But I think run it back the same. Make sure you do have someone like Ashley I, because you need that kind of lighter fluff where like, it's about the coffee house, you know? Like, okay, we'll take that over the like weird drug stuff that might be in the background. Right.
She's amazing because she has like 1 million followers, which in the Bachelor world, I don't know if that's normal or not. I think she got in one of the early influencers because I would imagine her brand deals, it's a little more consistent. It's not going to be tomorrow, I mean, unless a huge scandal breaks out. But I would imagine she's smart enough to know how to play the game so that she keeps getting her brand deals. But what's crazy is that, did you see the one she did for lotion in the middle of the reunion?
No.
There, she had one for some lotion. She's on the couch putting on the lotion, saying why she uses it. Like, if you could make money off of, like, you just turn on your camera and do a little lotion. Oh, gotta go back. Andy's back. And you made however much, 20 grand on that. Like, that is amazing.
That
Keep
really
doing
is.
that.
Yes. And you know what? She had that before she was on this show. So that just shows if she doesn't have this show anymore, she's still going to have that. You know what I mean? She's big enough in Bachelor Nation that it's going to, you know, continue. I know a show premiered this week, and I only watched a little bit, but I want to hear your thoughts on Next Gen.
I thought it was good. I watched it last season. So remember, like Southern Hospitality, I was like, oh, these kids are too young for me. This show works, I think maybe because it's in Manhattan and I love New York City. You see that lifestyle. You see the kids of housewives. Again, unpopular opinion, but Ava Dash and Georgia joined forces. The two disliked characters of last season. I am rooting for them. Ariana, Gia, Riley wasn't in the first episode, Candy's daughter. So I like Ariana. I don't know, Genevieve. I don't think I like Gia.
Well, that's what I heard last season, was that people didn't really like Gia. And, you know, you can't really control what the fandom feels about you. You know what I mean? And I watched just the beginning, but I saw the scene with Ava and what's
Georgia.
her name? Georgia. And I was like, oh, I like these girls. Like, I liked everyone I see. I do not like that guy, Charlie. I do not think he should be able to be on this show.
That's crazy that he can't be.
Exactly, because he is involved in that crypto torture thing somehow, and so the fact that he is on this show is weird. But I only watched a little bit, but I was like, okay, I like some of these people. They seem fun.
Ariana's like our protagonist, Kim Zolciak's daughter.
She is,
and it's funny because they have no problem breaking the fourth wall at all. And so Georgia's like, wait, did you break up 4 cameras? Like, kind of whispering with the cameras are right there. It does seem like they did. Or at the very least, Ariana's like, oh, we need a break for a while. But Hudson's like, I'm going to be your husband one day. It's going to happen. One other thing, there's a new guy, Luke. No, Liam. Is it Liam? New guy, Liam. He kind of looks like a Charlie, kind of New York City. He grew up in New York City. He's like man of everything, like can do a little of everything. But he's meeting Brooks and he goes like, oh, my 2 friends from high school are coming. Brings the 2 friends, says their name. It's a guy and a girl. I'm on Threads today. Hey, anyone notice that Liam's friends from high school? That's Spike Lee's son. I'm like, the Spike Lee? Like, there's no Chiron saying Spike Lee's son. Like, what? And then you see the picture. I'm like, oh, he does look like Spike Lee. Make him a regular. Like, how are you a side character? Make him a regular.
And isn't Brooke Shields' daughter on
Yes, she wasn't in the first episode.
Okay.
Someone goes, isn't she a housewife daughter or something like, or the Hannah Montana mom? Was Brooke Shields on Hannah Montana, or was that they just think of someone else?
Movie? No, somebody said that, so that must have been that. That's a little.
I thought maybe someone didn't know like how huge Brooke Shields was, and they think
that might be that
Hannah Montana mom, unless they think that that's like Miley Cyrus's mom.
Oh gosh, no. I think she must have played her in like a movie or maybe on the show, but that show's a little young for you and I, so that's why we wouldn't know what it is.
Yeah, no. Hannah Montana. Oh no, it is Brooke Shields.
Oh, okay.
Brooke Shields. Susan Stewart, I guess, played Hannah Montana's mom. Oh my gosh, that's how you know Brooke Shields.
I know.
As Hannah Montana's mom.
They have no idea what the Blue Lagoon is.
One of the best movies ever, which
it's
now
so
I watched that on like Channel 20 UPN. Do you remember UPN from back in the day? Yeah. I'd watch that on my little black and white TV in my room that I was allowed to have because it was like an old TV. But if my kid at like 14 is watching the Blue Lagoon, I'd be like, what are you watching? Absolutely not. Like watching Real World when I was 13. Nobody knew what was happening. Like, now my kid, I'm like, you're not watching that.
I used to watch like Three's Company reruns, but my mom didn't want me to. Like she thought that was really bad. And now when I like watch it, I'm like, oh, I understand because they make a lot of like
didn't get it back then, right?
Jokes. Had no idea. Yes, I was like, oh, this is a lot of like, okay, now I know why she didn't want me to watch this, but I love it so much.
The Regal Beagle.
Oh, I love the Ropers. Like Mrs. Roper is my spirit animal.
Like, Mrs. Roper and the Kyle Richards Moo-Moos.
Yes.
They're one and the same.
She started it, Kyle. I think that we're going to call it here.
One thing before we go, can we talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta seating chart for the reunion?
Yes, sorry, we have to talk about that.
Just last thing, Cynthia posted reunion day. I was like, reunion day. So then Bravo posted it. Okay, tell me, who were the top two?
Okay, so the first chair is Portia, which I think is Portia will always get it. Always Portia. On the other side, K. Michelle.
Shocking. Was that in her contract? That's the first thing I thought.
Oh, that's
was that
really
her contract?
good.
Because she's pretty big in the music world. She was on Love and Hip Hop.
I
could see that in her contract. She's like, okay, fine, but at a reunion, you do not put me anywhere but first seat.
Well, and then I was like, is it because something must go down big on the Scotland trip? And so that's why she's first chair. So I'm like, okay, I'll let it pass. But she's been kind of more a sniper from the side.
Yes.
Sniper in her confessionals because she's saying more things in her confessionals than what she says to your face. You know what I mean?
Does she like anybody?
Does she like Kelly?
That's the only one because Pinky was saying how at the end of the most recent episode, how you have beef with Shamia, and Shamia's like, wait, what?
I know. Shamia's
I'm
like,
on
what?
that list
Me?
too.
And talking about Shamia, so the other side, it's K. Michelle, Kelly, and then Shamia, and then Pinky. Why is Shamia so low?
That's crazy. I was thinking Shamia might even be first seat because she's like the most hated Atlanta housewife at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's against her except for Kelly and Pinky.
Yeah, and Pinky is like that little sister. Like, poor Pinky, all the way. I love Pinky, all the way at the end
She's
over there.
Sweet. I know her. Like, just put her in the back. Poor
Even
Pinky.
Phaedra, but Phaedra's staying so mute.
Yes.
I saw a Reddit theory saying, is Phaedra staying so quiet and not getting in the mix so much because of whatever allegations she made in that one reunion? She just not wanting to say anything.
I think that she is weary of what she can and cannot do. And I think maybe they brought her on more as kind of like a Cynthia character.
Yeah.
You know, kind of just like a friend of, or like somebody that's there, but people love her, so they'll tune in, right?
I think she's doing great this season. Like, I love her.
I love seeing
she's not
her.
getting messy.
Yes, totally. I love Cynthia too. Like,
yeah.
I love seeing Cynthia and Phaedra. So on the other side, it's Portia, Angela, Drew, and Phaedra, which I think is good. I think that side is solid.
I think so too. And then Cynthia will come out and be in between Portia and Angela. Again, also very good.
If anything, if you are going to give K. Michelle that first chair, why is Kelly second chair and Shamia's not second chair?
That is the most shocking part. So how messy does Kelly get? Or how much does she get involved in everything?
In like
she
the
does
Scotland trip
I
or
like
something.
Kelly in her individual scenes. When she gets in there with everybody, she gets messy. Like, I'm like, you're choosing the wrong side. You're choosing the wrong side.
I agree. I know. I think some of the solo scenes are very endearing and we're seeing her struggle, but she doesn't open up about her struggle with all of the women. I think that she's trying to show a facade of like, no, I am supposed to be here. I'm an Atlanta housewife, right? But really in her real life, like she's downsizing a lot, which is totally okay. And sometimes you have to do that in life. But I think for her, it's probably hard to maybe be open. She's open with Shamia. She's open with Pinky, maybe K. Michelle. But I don't think she can be open in that group.
She's too insecure.
Yeah, right? Or she doesn't want Portia to know. Like, she doesn't want these people to have anything on her, which I understand, too. It is kind of, like, competitive, too, you know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Even Drew kind of far back there. I guess she hasn't been too much in the mix. Yeah, I'm curious how the Scotland trip goes.
I love Drew so much. I know like not many people like her, but she is just like, she's funny and she's kind of messy and she's there to say like the line that you're maybe thinking or something. I love her.
She's good this season. I'm going back and watching last season. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's messy for kind of trying to film with Dennis. Like, oh.
Yeah, you're like,
what season is this? Her third or her fourth?
Yeah, maybe even more. She's been on for a while. And I really like that Drew and Portia are getting along this season.
Yes.
And that Portia is like wants to like help her and do the like go naked hairline with her, like a special one.
I was shocked by that one.
I was like, that is so sweet. You know, like,
and I wonder, does that mean that Drew gets some
gets
paid for it?
Yeah.
Unlike Dorit's bathing suit line where she names it after everyone, or Amanda's bathing suit line where she names after people. Do they get anything back? Probably not.
I don't think so. And if I was Paige DeSorbo and Amanda named her some stupid bikini after me, I'd be calling and be like, rename that. Do not name that after me.
Agreed.
No.
Agreed. I can't wait. But yeah, I just can't get over Shamia's not first chair. What happens in Scotland?
Yeah, we need to know.
Oh, did you see the Shamia Carlos King interview at all?
No.
I listened to a little bit of it, not too much, but
I want to.
It gives the background of her relationship with Portia.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
So that was interesting, yeah.
Okay, I want to listen to that. We have a special podcast that we want to tell you guys about, and we want you to listen. We have our first guest ever, and this will be out later, maybe later next week. But we are interviewing the lead editor of Vanderpump Rules.
We're so excited.
We are so excited. Yeah. And so that's going to be really cool because we're going to learn, you know, kind of what goes into editing a reality show and like, how do you get like 24 hours of footage or however many footage hours they have into that small, like 42 minutes? How is that possible?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's going to be so fun.
Yes, so we will be back with that, and thank you for being here. Follow us here on the Bravo Rundown. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.